Okay, we're on our 1.2.5 notes. The focus is on solving systems of linear equations through graphing. So to get started, let's define some of these terms. So a system of equations. So we're focusing on linear equations, but a system of equations in general is pretty simple. It's just two or more equations. And because we're solving systems of linear equations, it means there's probably some sort of solution. And in terms of a system, a solution is defined as a point, so that's an important part, where two or more equations intersect. So whenever two lines intersect, that point we call the solution to those linear equations. So for example, if I have y equals 3x minus 1 and y equals negative 2x plus 4, and my goal is to find the solution, here's what we do. We take both of those lines and we graph them, being very careful to graph them correctly. So we'll start with the first. So we start at the y-intercept of negative 1, then we're going up 1, 2, 3, and over 1, up 1, 2, 3, and over 1. Same thing would go for the opposite direction. And we also have negative 2x plus 4, so we start at 4. And we go down 1, 2, over 1, down 1, 2, over 1, down 1, 2, over 1. So I've got these two lines that intersect, and that point of intersection is what we call the solution. So this point, the x value is 1, the y value is 2. So our solution would be the point 1, 2. Okay. Not too bad, right? So let's try a couple more. So I'll put these down here, side by side. So it's going to be the same goal for you here. So we'll have two equations, two linear functions for each of these, and your goal for each is to find the solution. Oops. Okay. Why don't you give both of those a try on your own? Graph the two lines, find where they intersect, determine the solution, and then check back with me to make sure you got that down. Okay, welcome back. So let's graph these two lines. So we have 2x plus 1. So we're starting at 1, or 0, 1. We go up 1, 2, over 1. Up 1, 2, over 1. Same with the opposite direction. We go down 1, 2, over 1. Down 1, 2, over 1. Okay. And 7x minus 4, so we start at negative 4, and we go up 7 over 1. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, over 1. There we go. Just like that, we've already intersected. It's at this point, which is 1, 3. remember x value, then y value for solution. So this is the solution to each of these equations because that's where they intersect. And if you were to plug in the 0.13, it should work for both equations. So if I plug in 1 for x and 3 for y, 1 for x and 3 for y, each side should equal each other. So you should be good to go. Okay. Next one. Okay, so let's start with the first line. So it's at y value of 3, x value of 0, and then we're going down 2 over 1, down 1, 2, over 1, down 1, 2, over 1. And then we would also go up 1, 2 to the left 1 in the opposite direction. Our next line starts at -2, and we go up, we go down 1 over 1, 2, 3, because we have a negative 1/3 slope. And there we go, we've already found our point of intersection. It is at this point 3, -3. So the x value is 1, 2, 3. The y value is -3, so it's 3, -3. And that would be our solution. And that covers it. That's how you find solutions to systems of linear equations through graphing.